listened to it, and he said, and he attributed it, I don't know how much, but it was attributed, or what he reckoned it was more to do, I would say, with Green standing outside offering tea and biscuits and saying fucking fuck the SFA. But Imran went along and said, well, I helped contribute to it, but all I know is about fucking 30,000 listened to it, and that cunt, I mean, I looked at all the Celtic boards that night, and all the Celtic fans were like, oh, well done, Tom, you did it again, you did it with fucking White, you know, you did it with this cunt. And then I looked at the zombie boards, and they were like, oh, he did alright, Imran. The only thing he did wrong was fucking let the cunt talk to him for 20 minutes before he told him he was a fucking wank, and then hung up. So he got fucking major kudos for telling me I'm a wank. And then fast forward 4 months later, with my persistence, because I realised I put a text to him, giving it, look, Salaam alaikum, brother, sorry for embarrassing you. Fucking, I'm bigger than all this shit. I'm in it for the fucking, you know, I'm a Muslim just like you, bro, so forget all this thing, man. You're my brother for another mother. I laid it on the line, I was like, you're my brother for another mother, fucking peace out and all that. I really, all I want to do is just get a chat with Charles, and I want to help you. I know what game you're playing, and I want to, and I'm on your side, basically. I use it out to fleece these cunts, and I kept on the line saying, well, you're ticketus. And then even when I was in the thing where he kept going, look, Tommy, we're definitely not ticketus, but I can tell you that. There's one thing we're not, is ticketus. Like, look, I don't care, fuck who you are. You're out to shaft these zombies, so whatever I can do to help him, man. And the most remarkable thing is, like, as soon as I was in there, I thought I was onto something. And I remember going to Barca within a week, or a few days. I think I went away that weekend. It was an El Clasico. And I came back, tried to contact him, and he just blanked us. And since that point, he's never spoke to us, apart from any time I phoned up, and he just hung up, the cunt. He stopped all communication. He offered me Lawwell's number if I stopped contacting him. And I just sent him a text. I say, see your fucking thing, mate. Shove it, you cunt. I don't want fucking Lawwell's number for you. If you're going to put a condition on it, fucking shove it. But I've not bothered him. All I was bothered was Stockbridge. You know what I mean? And
it's quite interesting how it's to quote one of their top ponchos, how it's all panned out. And you know, the Scottish media have just rolled out the red carpet to anybody that was going to go in there. It's you know, I think it's the History podcast. Joe Miller and Mark McGlone and that was on talking, and it was quite apparent the fact that Joe and that was saying to Chris that, you know, the media back then in 93, 94 were actually letting the Celtic fans know. They were phoning them up and saying, oh, this is going on and that's going on, and they were keeping, whether or not, I mean, they were doing their job as journalists, but they may have been enjoying it a wee bit, but they were Celtic fans were kept up to date with every blow that was going on at the club in 93, so we knew. But you move forward nearly 20 years, and you think what's happened there, you know, so your average, let's use Archie in Canada, God love him, Archie sitting there 2 years ago hitting the Daily Record website, aroused by what's been told, mate, you know, so there's people, I'm sure there's people in the Scottish media who would love to get their bottle of Tipex out and probably delete half the stuff they put out, mate, you know.
I know.
But you look at, I mean, you listen to Sports Sound, but we had Billy Dodds last night talking about financial responsibilities, and this is a guy who took, you know, an EB. You don't get me wrong, I'm not picking Billy out to Jesus if there's piles of money getting parked out and everybody else is wanting to, why not? But, you know, he's done it. Chick Young's due to retire. I think there was an article or a leak put out the other day saying that Chick Young was one of the people throwing the story about that Walter Smith was going to take a new Rangers to play at St Mirren Park and all that. So all these people, all these coziness, and the future's much the same, because you look at all these people that get retweeted on your timeline for some bizarre reason, all these people who support the team at Ibrox, and a lot of them are trainee journalists, and they put on it, yeah, right, for this website, and I'm a Rangers man, and you're like that, you know, but they're sort of expecting to be led in through the door, as they always have been for 100 years in this country, you know, where you get very few. I think there's one boy I've seen come up on my Twitter who's a Celtic fan. The boy's studying journalism through in Edinburgh, and he's put on, but you're really we're struggling in this country. There's very few. It's great. I see the boy Grant enjoy Jim Spence's. Jim's always excellent when he's on the case he was down at Kilmarnock town hall there on the Grand Hall, and the fans will have in their 19 points with Michael Johnston, the owner, mate, you know, so there's a lot going on, so I think the papers will be more sniffing about it more, but just to finish up before I go, mate, it was quite interesting the fact that somebody reported today that every sports newspaper, every news ad, every soundbite, every TV section of it was reporting that Dunfermline Football Club, the club, was going to be liquidated. It wasn't the company that was being liquidated, it was actually the football club, you know, which happened at Ibrox, but the words have been swerved about saying, no, it was a company that got liquidated. So the fact now that, God willing, Dunfermline's been served, you know, for me, I mean, I know that the chairman they've had and the owners have had, I always think it's one of Jock Stein's old clubs, you know, and there's a great wee bar at Eastport, Dunfermline, and they've got a picture of the late great Jock Stein on the back wall, mate, you know, and it's part of his history, you know, and although he's you know, he's a motto in Scottish football, obviously in the Celtic community, probably mostly, but you know, I've remember drinking in Fife and talking to a couple of Fifers that were Dunfermline fans, and you know, they held him in great esteem, you know, so.
It was his first cup he won as a manager, and I don't think Dunfermline have won many Scottish Cups since, have they?
No, I mean, but you talk about, they still talk about through there, obviously GWG will be on it, but the, you know, the European nights they had in Fife and all that, you know, and that's what he did, and obviously across, he moved across the, he'd got the Queen's Ferry, as it was, with taking Queen Margaret over back in the day. He took the Queen's Ferry from North Queen's Ferry to South Queen's Ferry to go and manage Hibs, and then he came to Celtic Park. But I seen the journalist for the Times, Scouse boy, Tony Barrett. He's read the new Sean Fallon book, Iron Man, which would come out a few days ago. I know Hail Media's got if you go on the site, they've got a chapter there up to have a read, sort of thing, by Stephen Sullivan in the writing. It's a tremendous read. So there's some really good books coming out now, and obviously, as you say, Paul Larkin's got his book going out, which is obviously that's looking at the forensic side of it, you know. But the Sean Fallon book and Paul Larkin's book, etc. I believe there's Jim Craig's released a book and all that, so there's a lot. And the Quality Street Gang's got a book out, mate, so it's a lot of good reading now, you know. It's, as I say, we'll wait and see what's going on, mate. But no, it's good to have a decent chat, wee comrade, and then I'm going to get back to like somebody of importance and relevance phoning you up. You may get back to having a Jerry McKim show for the last half hour of the year.
Oh, you brought some sense and stability. Right, bring on the madness then, right? Bolt your rocket.
Right, Eddie Krishna, comrade. Talk to you soon.
Take care, God bless, right? Hail. Right, that was a parrot there. Right, I'm a bit cream crackered myself here, by the way. I said it was going to do 5 hours. How many hours have I done? 2.5 hours. So everybody want to go and get me an espresso? Anyone gonna get me an espresso here? I'm out for a count. Anybody? Anybody want to phone in? Anybody talk to a crackpot? I could fall asleep here. Right, I think I might fall asleep on air. I think it's cold for a wee sleep on air. Right, 12:10. Oh, put this down here. Oh, got that laptop on there. I don't need this one on. Is it off? That one's off. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Pat Connell. Get the tunes on. Get the tunes. No, we don't have any tunes. It's just lockets we have here. It's just lockets. No tunes. Only lockets. Sorry. Move along, please. Move along. Right. Well, I think we should phone the DVA of LA. Do you think so? I think we should. The DVA of LA. Just scratch my wee back here. Oh, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours type of thing. Nobody's here to scratch my back, so I need to just take myself. Right. Right. Anybody out there? Anybody? It's 0141 416 1888 is a number to call. 0141 416 1888. Have we been given a call? Someone has called here. Someone has called. We have a caller. We have got a caller. You know what? I'm not ready to take the call now. So what I'll do, I'll play a wee tune, right? I'll go and get myself a drink here. I think we should put on, what should we put on? Right, we've got another half an hour. Somebody's phoned in, so we're going to get this person on. Oh, put this one on now. Alright. I've only got half hour of the show to go, so I don't think I'll go for an espresso. I'll just go for a wee soft drink, a glass of water. Throw some water over my face, that's what I'll do. Yawning. Right, I'm loaded this tune up, so whoever it was that phoned me there, if you're listening, we're going to get you on. After this, we're going to get you on after this. I'm away for a wee drink. Might throw some water in my face, jump up and down like Eleni. And back soon, back after this with a caller, live caller, 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Down to some cobble there, scale. Ach, tam meer manakard. Dear she long on a goal, sultans. Dagan keel revish. She master any lurking out the war she towering queen. So lig my seer on soon tire. Spawn and bow where is Kakarum. Ban and make can't scream amach mine. Give it to the so lig my seer on soon tire. Spawn and bow where is Kakarum. Ban and make can't scream amach mine. Give it to the Trauma is een wienerhol vriend. Geen een mailer al in hij. Hoe zal me race als een mail unfold. Is dan een mailer hij. Zo lig maar zeer ons.